Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Toluwakemi. It's a privilege to be in your space again. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. And if this is your first time here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, on this channel, I share thoughts that can help women to rise above limiting beliefs and circumstances, get comfortable with their emotions, have better conversations with themselves, and together we can be all that God has called us to be, and that is to be whole. Today, I'm going to be sharing about healing from traumatizing experiences. This is life, and in adulthood, as you grow, you have different experiences that can sort of do something to you, sort of damage you somehow. A lot of us go around carrying emotional wounds here and there. It's easier to see physical wounds, but on the inside, when you're hurting deep, it's something that can be easily seen. It can be felt, and when we talk about trauma, we always think about childhood experiences, things that have gone on in childhood, experiences with our parents, experiences with people who sort of influenced our lives. And the truth is, as children, we depended on everybody else to meet our needs. So that's why a lot of us pick up on different things like people pleasing, different things like that. Now, let me cite an example. A child is trying to navigate, like a little child, 4-year-old, trying to navigate things around, they break things here and there, they mess up things here and they're just trying to figure things out. And be the amazing parent that you're like, oh no, don't do this, that's not how to do it like this, that's not how to do it, that's not how to do it. And in the process of trying to correct the child takes on a faulty conception about themselves to feel like I am wrong, feel like I just make mistakes anyway. And that child has that wrong perception of themselves, becomes their identity, and they start having a negative relationship with taking action. Because it looks like every action I take, every attempt I make to do something, it's almost like I make a mistake, it is wrong, and the person now starts having an unhealthy relationship with taking action. Unhealthy relationship with taking action. Different things. It could be little things like that. Attempt to help people, shape people, mold people. We could also leave them traumatized. I don't think there's anybody that will say they don't have one baggage or the other that they've had to carry from one place to the other, from different places, different points and times. It could be in school, it could be maybe one of your teachers who treated you somehow, or who scolded you in front of the entire class, flogged you in front of the entire class, made you feel certain way. So when we talk about healing from traumatizing experiences, these are the things we're talking about. And in adulthood, it could look like betrayal. It could look like somebody cheating on you. You're in a romantic relationship, the person cheats on you. It could be something like that. It could be something like some sort of grievance towards an institution. It could feel like maybe it could be a school, it could be the workplace. In fact, the workplace is one of the places that we sort of underestimate the amount of impact it has on one's mental health. There are workplaces that will leave you traumatized because of the experiences with the people that are in that space. So things like that. In adulthood, traumatizing experiences could be different things. It could be the loss of a loved one. It could be illness. So if your loved one falling terminally ill, it could be somebody betraying you here. It could just be maybe a group of friends, and for some reason, group of friends had a gathering somewhere, and someone decided to just badmouth you, change other people's perception of you, and you eventually hear about it later. These things, traumatizing experiences, could take any form, it could take any shape. And I'm sure that a lot of us will be able to relate to all of these things. And one thing I also realized that these traumatizing situations could do to you, it can leave you ruminating. Ruminating in the sense that you're just having these unhelpful thinking patterns that are sort of compulsive. They're just going on and on in your mind. You just keep thinking and thinking and thinking, and it's like you're going crazy. You're thinking in a way that it's not problem solving. It's not coming up with any, you're not coming up with any solution, but your mind is just fixated on helpful thinking pattern. You just keep thinking, ruminating over the experience over and over. It's like you're replaying it. Now we have thoughts. And thoughts are just thoughts. However, the way those thoughts makes us feel, that feeling there is what gives personality to the thoughts. It's what gives personality to the thoughts. And we go through lots of experiences like this. So if you find yourself in a situation where you just keep ruminating and ruminating, it's worse if you meet someone who's betrayed you and the person tries to deny it, minimize it, looking like nothing, you're just overthinking in your head, or attack you in a way that they try to push the blame on you. It might just be like, oh, maybe deny, like, oh, you're too sensitive. You're too sensitive. I didn't know you take things so personal. That is one. Or maybe the person is attacking and say, oh, you just always you make me mad, or you just always get on my nerves. And the person has done something really damaging to you, but the person says it's your fault, or the person trying to play the victim while making you, who is the victim, the offender. Just swapping the roles, reversing the offender and victim relationship. So these things are real, these things happen. It could be anything for you, it could be anything like that. So you just keep ruminating over and over. And it's worse, like I said, if the person denies it, tries to attack you or swap roles, because it makes you start having self-doubt, start criticizing yourself, start blaming yourself. So it just keeps going on and on. And I've had such experiences, such that it's like the whole scenario is just over and over in my head. Before I know it, I start having headaches. I start having pain in my shoulders. Sometimes, it's just like I'm just folded on the bed. So if you find yourself in this kind of situation, what are the things that you can do to heal from those experiences? The first thing I'll say is to notice and name that emotion. Notice and name how you feel. You won't be able to name it if you are not paying attention to how you feel. Like I said earlier, your feeling is what gives personality to your thoughts. Those thoughts, it's almost like it becomes a person who it lives you, or an energy that is stored up inside of you. So, what do you feel? Give it a name. What are you feeling? And you need to just start paying attention to how you feel, because that's how you become more self-aware. What's going on inside of you? You're in a calm state before you notice something begins to shift on the inside of you. What caused it? You need to pause and find out what it is. These are things that you might need to do maybe at the end of the day, or maybe as soon as you notice there's a shift and you have a few minutes, like what really happened. Sometimes it could be, like I said earlier, the preconceived notions or the negative notions we had from childhood. It might be stored up somewhere. Someone did something or said something and sort of triggered it. Now you may not be able to make a connection to the perception you've had in childhood. Let me give an instance. Someone who, for instance, you just notice that at work they skip your name, or they just don't even ask you any questions if you have any contributions during meetings or anything like that. It just looks like you're sort of skipped a lot of times. Your name is skipped a lot of times, and you just feel like, oh, it's normal, get used to it. It just feels like you're not really important. Now that thought of not being important probably stemmed from somewhere. For instance, a child who grew up in a place where the father didn't want that child. Maybe as a baby, father just denied the pregnancy, didn't want to be involved in your life for some reason. That child gets hold of that information or feels that and takes it on. It almost feels like I am not important. Now, these things are happening at work. It looks like they're just skipping your name. It's just like everybody's just brushing over you. And it looks like you're not important. The external experiences that you have, they only come and reinforce what is already on the inside of you. So that notion is deep inside, deep seated in your subconscious, that you're not important. These things are happening on the outside are just sort of reinforcing it. So how do you have to be able to name what you're feeling. You can't go to the doctor and say, I don't just feel good, I don't just feel good. What exactly is wrong with you? Does your leg hurt? Does your head hurt? Does your back hurt? Your tummy, does it hurt? Where exactly are you hurting? What exactly is so notice when that shift is happening on the inside of you and name it. Do I feel angry because of this? Do I feel resentful because of this? Or did this situation, this thing that happened, did it make me feel less confident? I'm not saying now that, oh, I am not confident. Something happened and it made me feel less confident. Somebody said something and it made me feel less confident. Identify what it is. Name that emotion. When you name it, it sort of creates a gap between you and that emotion or that thing that you're feeling. So identify. There are lots of things that we feel. You can feel anger, you could feel shame, you could feel guilty, you could feel unheard, you could feel unseen, you could feel there are lots of things. There are lots of things that you can feel. I think I'm running short of my vocabulary, but there are lots of things that you can feel. Name it. When you name it, I want you to pray about it. Number two, pray about it. Spirit of God, I feel certain way because of this. Can you help me to locate the origin of this feeling? Why do I feel this way? What's there? Because, like I said, that child feels unimportant. Things are happening here, and it feels like I'm not important. Can you help me trace the origin? What is this about? Pray about it and be very alert because thoughts will come to your mind. You might just remember flashback of certain experiences that will come back to you. It could be from there. So you name it, pray about it, and when those things start coming, you can start taking note of them. You can start writing them out. Because what you're doing is that you want to heal from this experience. You want to heal from it. If it's someone who's betrayed you, you name how you feel. I feel shattered because I trusted this person. I took this person at this. I feel like I wasn't wise in this situation. I feel like I didn't spot this. I felt stupid because of this. Pinpoint all those things. If it's someone that keeps triggering you, Holy Spirit, what is it about this person that irks me so much? You have to become an investigator for yourself so that you can find out what exactly is going on. So you name it, you pray about it. The third thing I would say you should do is accept how you feel. Acceptance is so important. Accept how you feel without judging yourself. A lot of times we judge ourselves because you think I'm beyond feeling jealous about this person. Why are you judging yourself? You're just human. You can feel anything. Accept that you're feeling it and allow yourself to grieve whatever it is you're feeling. Allow yourself to go through that emotion because a lot of times we just toss it aside, ignore it, block it like it's not there. But that thing is there. Like I said, your feelings, they give your thoughts a personality. So it's like you just lock a person up. Or maybe you have a space somewhere inside of you. You have different experiences, you lock it up. Experiences, you lock it up. Experiences, you lock it up. There'll get to be a point where you don't have space anymore in that area. So allow yourself to accept what it is you feel. It might be uncomfortable. It might feel like you feel you're too righteous to be jealous. You're too this. Allow yourself to feel it. Admit it. I feel jealous. I feel resentful because of what this person has done to me. It's okay. All these negative things, it's all part of our fallen nature. Accept that you feel resentful. Accept that you feel angry. Accept that even if it makes you feel, because when you go through trauma, you are very vulnerable. So you are going with the mindset that I know that this too will pass. I'm going to heal and I'm going to be fine. So go through the steps again. Again, pray. Name what it is you feel. Pray about. Don't downplay or minimize the effect of what has happened, the effect it has had on you. Sometimes you just feel too big. I can't feel this way. I can't feel that way. Allow yourself to mourn it. Allow yourself to experience it. Allow yourself to go through that emotion that you feel. Feel it. Accept it. Because what you don't accept, how are you going to address it? How are you going to address what you haven't accepted? Okay, I feel this certain way. What are we going to do about it? Without judging yourself, accept that you feel certain way. And then I would advise that you connect. Connect with people. For instance, connect with people, connect with your values. When a lot of us go through tough times, experiences with human beings, you start feeling like I won't even be kind to anybody again. It looks like when I'm kind, people take me for granted. Don't become an unkind person. Don't become a mean person because of what you've gone through. Yes, you've gone through it, but connect with your values. What are the things that mean so much to you? Family, community, is it kindness? Connect with your core values. Connect again, reflect on those things again. Because this is where you are. This is the ideal. This is where you want to be. Connect with those values again. And once you've done that, whatever or whoever has done you wrong or has left you traumatized, whatever the situation, like I said, it could be like traumatized because of an institution, because of your workplace, the people there. It could be because of a person in particular who's betrayed you. People become traumatized because they live with certain people, different things. Whoever or whatever it is that's traumatized you, let yourself let go. Allow yourself to let go of it. Because you've accepted, you've gone through the feeling and emotion, it's easier to release it. But something that you choose not to acknowledge, to ignore, how would you be able to release it? When you release it, you are releasing it for yourself. You are letting go for yourself so that you can free up some space. That space that I said you're just locking things up, open it and release it, let it go. This person has hurt me, it's fine. I have allowed myself to mourn the situation. If there's any lesson I could pick from it, I allow myself to pick the lesson and I release this person. Do it as many times as possible. You can even consciously verbalize, I forgive this person. I forgive this institution. I let go of this. Because sometimes you see a person or maybe their name pops up, you feel something on your inside. As long as you keep feeling that thing, keep consciously saying, I let go of this, I forgive this person, deliberately let go of it. If you haven't gone through the process of naming, praying about it, accepting what you feel, connecting, you won't be able to let go. It will be as good as you're just locking things up. So allow yourself go through all the processes and release it. Imagine if Joseph in the Bible had not forgiven his brothers. Would he be able to rise to that point that he got to? So allow yourself to go through to release whatever it is because it's healthy for you. When we stop lots of emotions, especially these negative emotions, it's like they're eating up your flesh. You become sick. Imagine when you're ruminating, you start having headaches. And that's just the beginning. You start having you can have eye problems, you can have headaches, different things can come up in your body, you can start having digestive issues. So these things, if you don't release them out, if you don't open up the space and let them go, they start eating up your body, eating up your flesh. You start actually getting sick. So I hope that from all I've said, you are able to pick one or two things that can help you heal from whatever situation you've gone through that has left you traumatized one way or the other. Till I see you next time.